In this video, we're going to take a look at the Book Creator app for iPad. I have my iPad here, and this is the Book Creator app. Now, there is also an app or a website to use Book Creator on a Chromebook, but this video is specifically about the iPad app. So I'm going to just go ahead and click on it and open it up here. And this is basically what you'll see when you get started. Now, I am using the free version, so I'm kind of limited on the number of books I can create, but it should be pretty similar. And when you start, you get this little short tutorial, which is the first book in your thing. And this is another book over here on the left that I started earlier. And I'll go into that a little bit as well too. So really just to get started, I mean, the kids would open this up and they could click new book up here, or in the bottom they can tap the plus and hit it and hit new book that way as well. So I'm going to go through the tutorial here in a little bit, but I'm just going to start with a completely blank book just for example. So I'm going to slide over here and work on this one. Open it up. So this is the interface. You have the My Books option to go back and see the previous the home page kind of thing, and then you can also click pages and you can see an overview of all the pages in your current book. And right now it just starts out as a blank kind of a blank document. This arrow on the right over here, that is for telling you to be able to just toggle over to the next page as you're going. And then kind of the main buttons as far as creation are going to be up here in the top right. So this plus button, if I tap on that, this is where I have the option to import photos, camera, images. I can draw with a pen. So if I tap on that, I can draw and hit done up here to save that. I can add text, I could add sound and record my voice. And then I could switch to shapes and I could drag one of these shapes in here. And then you'll notice pretty much every object on here has this grid around it. So you can click and drag those. You can drag the corners to make it smaller. It's really easy to operate and manipulate the different elements there. And then let me see if I can get some text in here real quick. So I'm just going to do a new page and hit the plus button. And I'm going to go ahead and choose text here. And I'm just going to type hello. All right, that's good. Now, when you do that, you can come up to the I up here. They call this, well, I forget what they call it, but it gives you more information right here. And this is where you can kind of really customize your different fonts and all kinds of things. You can change the page background color. If I want to make the page pink, I can do that. Change my text, make it bigger, smaller, colors, alignments, all that kind of stuff. So really pretty useful as far as that goes. And yeah, you could just keep adding content. So many great things. I love the idea of having students, hit the plus button and take a picture of the work they've been working on, and then hit the add sound button and record their voice over it and just be able to explain, what they've been working on. You also have, when you hit this play button up here, it takes it into reading mode so that the pages turn. So that's pretty neat. And then if you tap on it, you can get this to come up where it gives you these options. So as far as hitting the share button up here in the top right, where you can export it in various formats, and then you'd be able to save that to Google Drive or Classroom or something like that. So that is a pretty nice feature. And then I'm just going to hit done on this and go back to my books, and I'll just go through the tutorial here. It's pretty much going to show a lot of the same stuff. Again, I'm actually in editing mode, so moving that around did that. But this is showing that you can add content to the page. That's what I talked about, moving content. If you have images, you can either save the image. If you're working in this example, they're on a website and they're long pressing on the image, and then you can either copy the image and then paste it into Book Creator, or you could save it to the iPad and then import it. They call this button, that's what they call it, the I for inspector is what they call it, to change the font and that sort of thing. It also works on images as well. If I hit that, then I have things I can do. Oh, there, look at that hyperlink. So you could have a link to something from an image on the page. Building books, all that kind of stuff. You can get more help reading the book, sharing the book. That's pretty much it. When you get to the end, you can hit the plus button to keep adding new pages. So those are some of the basics of using Book Creator. I hope you find this helpful. One other thing, I'm going to exit full screen here and switch over to the Book Creator website, bookcreator.com. If you go to support, you can choose iPad or Chrome, and you can browse through their explanations of of different tasks, and they have images and things to show you. So overall, Book Creator is a fantastic tool, and I hope this is helpful.